What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Xzavier V. Simon, and welcome back to another phenomenal episode of the Modern Queer Podcast. Today, I am joined by two fabulous, dope-ass people who I love and adore and admire and respect very, 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 very much. I'm here, first of all, from my left to right. I'm here with Alexandria Brown, Xander Bizzle, one of the coldest photographers out here in these Flint streets, now working for the Daily Yonder. The Daily Yonder. And to my right, I'm here with Jo, Daddy Jo, artist, poet, content creator. Well, you know it is what it is. How are y'all doing today? Tonight.
He introduced you first. You go first.
Oh, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Just been bumping and grinding, ready for Thanksgiving.
Not bumping and grinding.
Bumping and grinding, work-wise, otherwise, fill the blanks. I don't know.
Oh.
No, not the blank. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
listen, because we're going to get into little things about some things and things.
Oh, Lord. I'm not prepared. I have to do a lot of editing. As the multimedia producer, I might have to step in for this episode, put in some white noise.
Right.
Said, I am not letting y'all get this shit on air.
Get on air.
Yes, it's not making
I'm doing good. How are you, Jo?
I am doing pretty fucking well. I had a good day. I'm hoping y'all had a fucking amazing day today.
Yeah.
You asking the questions? I'm about to get in. Hey, so what'd you get into earlier today? Is that a good? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, like this is
Full of conversation.
Very conversationalist or whatever.
I got interviewed last time, I think, so I'm like used to that dynamic where I should be.
I mean, but is that how you felt the last time we talked? Because I definitely would listen.
Y'all was sharing with me too. Let's not say it like that, but you get what I'm saying. You had your points that you wanted to, things that you needed to get so you could get the piece together.
This is
different.
This is different.
So what the fuck y'all get into before y'all got here today? Yeah, let's go. What happened?
I just been on some chill shit lately. I've been like I told Xander before you got here. Like I had some interviews I had an interview that was scheduled for today, but my man's daughter had a stomach ache, or he said she was sick, so I was just like, damn. So we had to cancel that. So I basically been chilling, just got new video games. So I've been playing video games and shit lately, so I ain't been doing that in a minute. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, just chilling.
That's real.
Yeah. And you, what you get into today?
So I was just working, that's about it. It's pretty boring. And then I was in outside Detroit based, working remotely, and then I shot over here so I could be ready for this.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And you, what the fuck you get into today?
All right, so I started the day with tea and a cinnamon roll, because I'm gonna take y'all through the whole journey.
Okay.
No, but then
Erykah Badu.
I went, because I mean that's a great way to wake up. Okay, and then I just was looking at good shit. I got good news, right? So the website for the tickets for the Signal Boost competition had went down. I had to notify niggas because niggas was like, I can't get my ticket.
Yeah, that was something that I wanted to talk to you about or talk about later. So, but continue.
Okay. See, so it's back working. So I was facilitating that while I was at home trying to send the information to people that was asking me this morning because I was posting about it this morning. Then I went to a job interview because I've been doing the full-time artist thing for about a year and a half, but like,
this is true.
Niggas got bills and shit. We got shit to do. Like it's and entrepreneurship is very rocky. I want stability once again. I'm gonna try that, and I wanted to do it somewhere that I felt more comfortable. So the interview went well. We go from there. Comic book store was closed. Unfortunate. If y'all seen the inside of the space, I want to go kick it, sit down, maybe read a book, write in my journal. I brought my journal with me. It was closed.
That's generally our experience with comic book store. Whenever we try to do something, it's closed. It's closed.
Man. So I couldn't go just on a whim. So I ended up going to kick it at a friend's house before I came here. I was ready to go. I was pumped. All right, I'm gonna save it. But I really have something so exciting to share with y'all. And I'm just like bursting at the fucking seams.
I'm excited to hear it.
we'll get to it eventually.
Is this about signal boost?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's just start with since it's right there on your tongue waiting to come out. Let's start with signal boost because
show you.
I did not expect you to be. I don't know what I was expecting, but when Tia had posted the article, I didn't know what I was expecting from that or anything. But then recently, I saw your Instagram post where you talked about, you was there, you hung out with these people, y'all got drove out in a limo, y'all met this dude, he said he fucked with your shit, and I was like, what? And then I saw the tickets, so definitely wanted to talk about that. So tell us about Signal Boost.
Okay, so first I gotta describe to you what the fuck is going on there. I can cuss a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had to fucking modify my piece for the thing, because I said fuck often in my piece, because that's one of my favorite words. It's like...
Fuckity fuck.
It's a lot of fucking shit that be going on. So, I just say it like that. And I'm going to try to temper it more as I move forward as an adult. Because I realize not everybody going to receive my message if I want to fuckity fuck. But I'm going to start being like a... like a real chef, nigga. Like, they know every grain of salt they putting on that bitch. So every fuck is gonna be so intentional.
Okay.
Because when I said fuck,
okay,
I meant fuck.
Okay.
I'm using it too liberally right now anyway. So I'm gonna calm down.
All right. Well, the intentions make it what it is.
But like I said, I just want to know because it's gonna come out at some point.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. Say all them fucks.
Oh. I know that's fucking right. So I definitely I got to audition in person. I actually caught it right before the last audition date. I tried to register to audition because they had it open for ages 14 to 23 in all of Genesee County. I'm 23, so I was like, damn, I just barely snuck on this bitch.
Just got it.
Nigga, I'm getting old. That's what. No, I'm sorry, that was too hot. My bad. I felt ancient when I looked at that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Don't say that. Don't say ancient now.
I know I'm not. I'm 23.
It's not one of them animes. In anime terms, when you over 25, you basically an old man. It's
OG. OG status. It's a wrap. Because we've been fighting since we was 8. Like, we've been fighting the whole planet and shit, saving the world. And nigga, by the time I'm 16, nigga, I'm that nigga. That's kind of how I feel a little bit back. This is what I was saying before the mics came on. Like, I've been feeling like I'm getting punked, kind of. Like, it's too much happening at the same time. My brain fried sometime in the process of this. Like, what the fuck just happened? Because, so, you brought up Tia. I did. Shout out to Tia Scott, bro. Tia, you sent Luma in my direction, and that was the confirmation I needed to go ahead and apply. Okay, I had seen the flyer, and I was wondering, like, I'll be writing shit sometime. I don't know. I'm not knowing if I'm gonna do it or not, and then Rebecca Schaefer reaches out to me. That's somebody involved with Luma. Mind you, Luma is based out of California, right? I went to their website and I'm trying to do a little digging because I'm wondering, we already talked about this, so I'm not saying nothing that they didn't hear live and in person. I was wondering if this was a trafficking setup or some dumb shit. Like, y'all trying to get the little... Because the thing is, it came up out of nowhere in my mind, and it was something I had never seen before. You get what I mean?
You're just trying to be caught that cautious, self-aware
I am so scared. Y'all really didn't put a lot of fear in my heart. That's what that is. Some shit like that really made me worry. Like, this is directly. It's a setup. Y'all be feeling set up around here because I go to the law, be minding my business, and somebody start beating on my head I ain't never met. This is my real life.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at everything funny. What the fuck? Who gonna be where? When? Come on, you know the song. I'm not going for that shit. Y'all not about to catch me on. I'm never lacking. Know that.
Shout out,
Cardi. So anyway, I took a chance because I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go to this in-person audition. It was crazy because when I went online after getting this message, because I'm like, all right, Luma reached out to you at this point. Somebody involved with this organization. You gonna ignore the flyer and this message, direct message to your message. You know how phone work. The shit say Jovan right there. Like, she sent this to your phone.
And we know how spirit work and how to read messages and understand the signs. So
I went with it because it said go with it. I go anyway because it said all the audition slots was filled because I'm gonna find it out within a couple days before that last day. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna sit in the hallway if he'll let me. And if anybody don't show up, I wanna go. I get there. Shout out to whoever the fuck didn't show up. nigga. Because I walked through and walked straight back there and was able to audition. Shout out to you, nigga. You did not come. You missed it. You did not arrive. What happened? Because I was in there for 45 minutes with Kendrick. Kendrick is the owner of a Shop Floor Theater Company. That's one of the affiliates. They're their Flint connection, right? He's based out of Flint. He's from Flint. They're somewhere. They're coming with the money. They're coming with the resources and saying, we're going to put something here because we know this don't happen around here.
Shop Floor Theater in a minute.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. He know them. That's how that happens. So now it's here. December 9th. The doors open at 6 o'clock. If you want to see Mama Soul and the Nuts, John Connor, Charity, and the 5 finalists of the Signal Boost competition, which includes your baby, Daddy Joe. Just Joe is fine. Jo Ikigai if you really fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
You better talk your shit. Talk your fucking shit.
No, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to every person that is involved with putting it on. We ain't made it yet, but know this. I already won. Let me tell you while I already know I won. I'm gonna tell y'all now. This was the part that got me jacked, right? So I've been excited. I've been like, I'm gonna win. Y'all know the title of my first song I put out? Anybody know? Y'all ain't. If y'all don't, y'all don't. It's the one song I got on all streaming platforms. I'm gonna pull it up for you before, so you can know, and I'm gonna show you the date that the bitch came out and everything. It's called 333 Underdog. It says June 29, 2020, right? Means I put out this song before they was even really, this shit wasn't real nowhere for real. I'm knowing that. A year ago, this probably, if they had been thinking about it, maybe somebody been had this idea, because y'all know how ideas work. They tell you have to nourish, grow it. Somebody might have had this idea 5 years ago. Right. But this is the first Signal Boost competition ever. True. So we starting here. 333 Underdog comes out last year at the end of 2020. I was at my friend's house looking at the tickets that she purchased. Look at the fucking number on her ticket. Look at the fucking number on her ticket. Wow. The fucking
reading the signs.
How what else can it be? I'm about to win, bro. I'm sorry to every kid dream that I'm about to crush. Cause you gon' lose. I really fucked with y'all. We had a great time all weekend. All
your hopes and aspirations.
Yeah. This one, but this is the thing. This is the thing about it though. We all had agreed anyway. I'm fucking with them. I hope they know. We was together. We were together all weekend. I hope they know I'm fucking with them, bro. Y'all are so hard. We already had agreed. No, there was no way to lose by being one of 5. Right. There was plenty of submissions. I know people.
To 23 though. That's a wide range.
Anybody could have applied. Anybody send in your music, your poetry, whatever. They pick 2 acoustic guitarists, 2 rappers, and I'm the only one doing spoken word.
Come on now.
I'm about to win, and I'm not saying this because my genre different. It's because I'm hard.
And she got the 333s.
And I got the 333s. That is weird. Y'all can't tell me. My people wanted me to tell you that I got it like that.
How camera ready are you today?
I'm always on. That's what they figured out this weekend. I'm always on. You look comfortable in front of the camera. I'm a model.
This is true. This is true.
I do this.
That was your job when we met you. That was your job.
I'm saying like I do. That's what they were like. You know. You do everything, and I'm like, I don't do everything. Well, but I do many things, and I have a strong desire always to excel at anything I'm doing. I don't like mediocre. Don't feel right to me. The like if I'm not good at it, that's why sometimes I have to try new shit that I'm not so good at. Because if I don't automatically kill that shit, I really don't want to do it. If I don't go in there and be like right off the back, that's not my calling. I'm gonna leave that to y'all.
Well, congratulations, because that's at the Capitol Theater, right?
Capitol Theater, December 9th, 6 o'clock. Like I said, we chat. I'm trying to get this 2,500.
To add to some flavors, I brought some things.
What did you bring?
I brought some things that I want to talk about as well. Well, that we were gonna talk about anyway. That really posits the conversation over to you now. That I just want to show off for the people. Dun 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 dun.
Issues.
Oh my goodness, you collected them.
I wanted to.
Yeah, I know that's right. Let me see it. I want to give it to him on this side.
Yeah, give it to him.
We're gonna do an assembly line. We're gonna pass it over to.
Okay, look at that.
And then
look
give
at
them
that.
this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. Look, a little bit of this
and a little bit of that.
I didn't do that one.
No. But I just wanted to bring it. Who is this? Who this? Who that? Who that be?
It's your baby.
Who that be? Hey, and we got who that be? Who that be? Who that be?
See, I got the. Look at that. I liked it because you sent me this one. I went to our messages today, and I'm like, you sent me that one right after this one.
Yeah. All of these beautiful. Well,
look at that smile.
Okay. 4 out of the 6 of these that are present on this table were shot and photographed by Xzavier Brown.
Look at that. Look at that smile.
Look at it. Look at it.
Mm-hmm. That one was shot at the FIA.
At the FIA.
See, this is what you do. This is what you get when you rebel. Sometimes you just gotta say, fuck the bullshit.
We did say fuck it and just go.
I'ma do what I'ma do, and look what I'm get the fuck out my face. You don't see no art museum, nigga. Nobody try.
Security.
Look at that. I see it right here. But guess what? We ain't. Listen. First off, people just selfish. Because if I say I shot it at the FIA, maybe it make a motherfucker want to go to the FIA. These people don't be going to the museum.
That's what we was saying. That's literally what
Come
we was
on
saying.
now. We encouraging.
I mean, so much of the art in FIA is outsourced. And, like, you know, I think there's definitely a pretense of, like, this is the FIA. This is the cultural center. This is not North Flint. We come here for the culture. Okay. And it's like, we create the culture. Like, the locality creates the culture. So
We do.
I was more than happy to rebel.
Yeah. And so I wanted to bring these, one, because this is the Modern Queer Podcast, affectionately named after the Modern Queer magazine. Mm-hmm. 2, I have both of you all here with Joe's issue right here, in addition to all of the other ones that were part of season 4 of the Modern Queer magazine. And like I said, you took 4 of these, which I tell you all the time, I will shout from the highest mountain. Thank you so much for being a part of this and doing it. Like, your photography took this to a whole nother level. And not only that, but you were present for the most of these interviews as well. So you really were hands on with this.
I mean, this is like
so talk to us about your experiences.
Oh, okay. I came to the Modern Queer in crisis. No, I'm joking. Not in crisis, but
not in total crisis.
Not in total crisis, but 50%. I was like, God damn it! I just want to take photographs. Shit.
She was pissed. She was pissed, y'all. She was real pissed.
I was
let me open my eyes. She was real pissed.
I was distraught.
I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not trying to laugh at you. It's like you busting out this good vocabulary, and I appreciate it.
You know, Xzavier could be my translator. You know the Key and Peele sketch. Obama's like, and I'm feeling complex about this situation.
She said, "Fuck you, motherfuckers! Y'all tried to play her ass," and she was like, "I'm about to clap back real hard."
I know that's fucking
just want to be utilized to my full potential.
What she's saying is you motherfuckers thought that y'all was gonna tokenize her ass, and she said, "Ha ha 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 ha! Guess who's laughing now, motherfuckers?"
The city, it's very small. That's a great thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing.
I'm gonna translate that in a second, but first of all, once again, I'm gonna get your ass. We gonna get her in some acting classes,
man,
something, some comedy sketch show,
in a show,
a
just
black lady sketch show or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said this motherfucking city is too small for you motherfuckers to be gatekeeping, to be holding shit hostage, to not be selling and spending the money and giving it to its rightful owners, who black people, who Hispanic people, who Native American people, who Asian. Well, I'm singing a little bit.
No, because like that was like that beans, greens, tomato. You caught it. That's all it be. It be God. You know? Let the universe use you.
Gatekeeping culture, bitch.
Yeah. So I wasn't
back to Xander.
I wasn't full 1,000 on that, folks, but I was 50%. And I've been doing the damn thing. Journalism in Flint is hard.
It is.
As fuck.
It is.
It's very hard. For reasons that we may or may not get into. Maybe if there's a little liquid here, then I probably would. But, you know, I'm going to hold back as much as I can. Okay. But it's
well,
hard.
We'll catch y'all on a part 2 sometime
We'll have to follow up on that
2022.
one.
Drink champs. Let's go. Turn this bitch up. No.
Yeah, I've been managing editor. I don't know how long I've been managing editor, but Xzavier had worked with me.
I did.
And
Shout out to you for that, because you betted on a nigga real hard.
Well, just like you did for me, but it was intense and I was burnt out, and I was like, you know what, maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't be a journalist. Like, maybe I've been stomped out.
Her fire was going a little like Charmander and Pokemon when he was out in the rain.
Yeah, that was me. And then I was like a social media coordinator. I was like, I'll simply just go into communications. I will write press briefs. I will design flyers.
I do something.
On Canva. It's fine. I don't have to ask questions. I don't have to be a journalist. Fuck. But I was like,
that's
no,
what we
like,
call trauma.
I was traumatized. There was such thing as like workplace trauma. I was dying.
Facts.
And so Xzavier, I knew he had this Modern Queer magazine. I was like, magazine, the images, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
And she did that.
And I was like, Xzavier, I was like,
You did that, bitch.
I was like, let me try. So he let me try, and this is what happens when.
This is what I'm up. Right, motherfucker, trying. Hold on. Okay, so what is it gonna look like when you doing it? This is trying.
Every shoot, I was scared.
Yeah. Trying.
Which one we want?
Like,
any
out
of
of my
them?
mind.
We got a bunch of them.
Well, look at the one she photographed.
I was scared shitless.
Trying.
I was so scared. You knew that. I was always nervous when I came to a shoot. I was like, hi.
You
I was like, where's the gas? They said they would be here. They're 10 minutes late. Xzavier, the light is leaving us. Xzavier. Here's the reflector.
Wait a minute. No.
Where is it?
In the beginning, she was a little uptight
I was tense.
and super professional, which was cool. But then I had to be like, girl, chill. Like, it's good. Let's just flow with it. Everything. Your shit is amazing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
These are good too.
Yeah. So this is Richard and this is April. Richard lives now in Massachusetts and April is from Chicago. So when people who don't live in the city, I asked them to send in photos. And so these are the photos that they sent in.
Okay.
Yeah, and Xzavier always does so good with the design, the layout.
I be trying. I really be trying.
Oh my God, See, because motherfuckers you gotta talk about the whole scope of the things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like my friends actually been like talking to me about, or really I should say, just like put me up in the game. They be like, no, you don't understand like all that entails to do this. Because for me doing stuff like this, I'm just like, oh,
you think it's just for fun?
Yeah, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm enjoying it. This is what I love to do. So, I'm not thinking about like all of the time that it takes to interview somebody, to transcribe it, to make it flow, to do the photos, to edit everything, to make it flow beautifully, the photo arrangements, the layouts, the logos.
Yeah.
I don't think about all that. I'm just like, shit, this is cool.
But that's what makes it more amazing, is that when you really love something and you really want something to exist, that's what magic really is being able to do what you can.
And I mean, you brought magic to these motherfuckers. Like, I have been like every season. What I loved about this is like every season something new would happen. Like the first season, it was just like it was new because it was new, right? The second season, that's when I got the new name and the logo, because it started off as Black Boy Blues. Because I was like, and how that name came up was because I had been traveling around. I had moved back to Flint, and I had hit up Jesse, J. Jacoby. It's him. Shout out to him. And I was like, what's going on with the queer community here in the city? And so he had kind of put me up on game, and I was like, Jesus, like, what can I do to like help my people? You know what I mean? Like, what can I do to like do some shit that I want to do, that I know I can do? And so the magazine was birthed from that. So like then I was bluesy basically, because I'm like, shit, like I'm a black boy, I'm a black queer boy in the city, and ain't shit going on for queer community. Like I want to go out and meet, mix and mingle, and couldn't really do that like that. So that's where that came from. But then when I started interviewing trans people, Zariana, shout out to her, she was like, well, I'm not a boy. And so I was like, that's right. And I had to explain to her what it meant. Like, it's inclusive, but it's just talking about my experiences. But then,
so you expanded it.
Yeah, so I expanded it with the modern queer to just make it a more inclusive. And so the second season came with that. The third season came with just the theme, just the thematics of it all. Like, we was talking about a whole bunch of shit in the third season. It was the theme of that season was evolution. So that's when it really grew. So we got like models and teachers and professors. Like, it was just college students all over the place. But this season, you popped that shit off. You and yo trying for photography. Like, I remember when, we just shot Anwar's, literally downtown at the shoreline, the lake line. What do you call that down there?
No idea.
Okay.
The riverbank?
Think that part.
There we go.
And it was just like, okay, this is cool. And then, every issue just sort of like heightened it, right? Like, it started off so simple, and then we had trouble with Mila and the FIA running around with the security guards. But we got the shots, and like, what I love is specifically is like, we got them really big shots. That shot is not in here.
Which one?
Oh, I wanted to show. No, it's not in here. The one where she was
her silhouette.
Oh, it isn't here.
It's right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's...
And it just came out so beautifully, and that was cool. I drove down to Detroit to see Mila to that. But why I really wanted both of y'all on here is because I really wanted to talk about lately just me being a journalist, and as Joe called me earlier, Joe was like, you the media. I'm fucking talking to the media. I can't be saying. I was like, yes, I am the media. But what I want to talk about was lately it just feels like I haven't really been able to connect with people to really be able to like tell those stories that I'm used to telling, right? And so I will always go back into my mind. I'm like, what is a moment that really stood out to me? And it's always you. Like, you and your story, both of Flintside and both of this are the prime examples that I go to when I'm like, wow, I really made a connection with somebody because and then you took the photos for, when you got the dream team sitting in front of you just got to do it not once, you got to do it twice.
We can flip it. You want to do it again,
you just listen, just flip it for the camera while I'm talking. And like, what I loved about hanging out with y'all and being around y'all together.
If y'all wouldn't think it is. Hey, somebody told me I should start doing those. What do you guys think?
This is an ASMR script.
Okay.
All right.
How do we?
No, I'm gonna still do it, but just flip the camera for the thing. So like,
guys, I'm just gonna be the hand.
I don't know how long I can keep doing this though. It's a long go.
It's very effortful.
It really is.
No, things you have to be very controlled with your breathing.
I do. Cause I'm like,
why people like it, because like that's the effort that you're willing to put in for me. Is to talk like this for a really long time.
Okay. Let me swallow my spit first.
Oh my God, it's gonna be loud. I'm listening.
I don't think the mic can get you that loud.
Damn. All right, let me try.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
My shit up loud.
This ain't this kind of podcast, folks.
Hey, y'all don't want to hear this wet mouth?
Wow.
Y'all don't want to hear this? It is loud as hell. I don't like that noise either. My bad, y'all.
Okay, stop.
Sorry, guys.
Stop.
All right, I'm a weird person.
Old friend.
So like,
I'm sorry, I'm like this.
It's okay. We all like that. So it's like, doing both the Flintside article and doing this, like, I feel like we really had like a connection and that really just came full circle. And for me, another thing was I really like felt like a journalist, like when we did that. And I shared that photo of the three of us where you was on the bed snapping photos and stuff like that. So like, again, like, how was your experience like doing all of this, right? Because it was kind of like, even though you had been taking photos, it was just kind of like a poof, just sort of pushed you out there. It was like, yeah, just take these photos. I'm sure they'll be all right.
Yeah, I think I blossomed into artistry. A lot of times with journalism, the way that photographs are
Not you
treated.
going through every page though.
I thought that was my job. I said I was gonna be the hand. silence. That's why I started whispering.
Okay.
That's where that's where this all began. All right.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Sorry, Xander.
Should I stop? Because you are speaking. I thought I was trying to do both. I'm like, I'm flipping, but I'm right here with you. I swear.
Let's see if I divided attention to Xander.
I was just showing you the beautiful pictures. Y'all can't read the words. I ain't give a fuck about what I said. Just look at the shit. Look at how I got all right.
It's beautiful stuff.
It is.
Pictures worth 1,000 words.
The artist.
Oh.
You're talking about your artistry.
Yeah,
you're blossoming artist.
I'm right here.
Just being pretentious. I really feel I
Words.
blossomed into my artistry.
Thank you, darling.
When you let me photograph. I mean, yeah, I think that was the process, because before, with journalism, the way that photographs are treated, it's like, oh, we can always just get a stock photograph, or like, just go out and take some general pictures of the crowd. You know, maybe take a picture of a pamphlet, whatever. It's not, the discussion of creative phortography doesn't get mentioned until you're talking about those big national names like the New York Times,
or Nat Geo and all
Nat
that.
Geo, or the New Yorker, whatever. And so I think this is my opportunity to really push myself, push into my fear, which my fear has always been just doing whatever the hell you want to do, and being bold to go in that direction. And
yes.
we were just anything.
Go wild.
Go wild, go crazy.
I really did. I was like, I'm not a photographer. Shit.
And I was like, oh man, that was the first time I started shooting raw. I was like, YouTube University, thank you. Kindly. That was the first time I started shooting raw, and I was really playing around with my camera, playing around with exposure, really doing the dance with ISO and aperture and shutter speed, and being intentional about it, because before I hadn't been intentional. I was just shooting JPEG, but here I was literally going raw with the experience and raw with the camera.
She just
baby, I like it raw.
That word raw.
The word raw is just freaky word now. They ruined it for us.
They did.
It's either talking about meat or meat. It's one of the two.
One of the things I like is you talked about leaning in or pushing into your fear, and for me, I recognize that, but for me, it was one of them things where it was shit, we got a long line of ancestral people who done this, who picked up some shit and was just I'm about to do this, and did it. And so, for me, it was just really being intentional and having you tap into that black ancestry, that black queendom that you eloquently do so well.
Yeah, because I think, not to shit on journalism anymore, because
shit on it.
I am still there. I'm still in here. It has a way of making you feel, just like any industry, where people are like, this is what I do. I've gotten, certification to do this job, or
in degrees.
This is my position. It has a feel. It makes you feel like it, especially in the realm of experience, even trying to get internships, trying to get fellowships. The more rejections you receive, or the more that you keep saying people from Columbia or some Ivy train. Getting these positions, the more it convinces you that you're not supposed to be there, or really you don't have anything to offer. So, tapping into the ancestral, we've always made a way. I think that was a way of just affirming to myself that I am supposed to be here, and I am supposed to continue doing what I'm doing, because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit of a.
You saw that?
You jumped out. I love it. I love it when Xander go wild. I'm
a little bit of a straight edge, a little bit of an A+ person, where it's great study, success.
You are.
And I'm growing out of it, right? But the problem with that is you put yourself in your own box.
True.
And you're not validating yourself for the sake of, Samaj Brown told me, you are valid because you are here. You are here and you are valid, and what you are doing is valid because you are doing it.
Right.
And so it was it was
snap.
Yeah, this is part of my continued unlearning. So I'm very proud of this.
Yay. And we're like, we went over to Joe's house, y'all. We went over to Joe's
That's why they,
house.
that's why they fuck with me. It's intimate, you know.
It was very intimate.
It was probably the most, and I'm gonna tell you. So from my perspective, I think I might have shared this with both of y'all. From my perspective, I was like, okay, this is about to be intimate. This is a whole woman. Titties about to be out. Ass about to be out. Pussy was out a bit. And I'm, we in your bedroom. And I'm like, okay, like, am I gonna get like horny in this bitch? Am I got to have a heart on? Am I about to have to like walk away from this? Like, I'm just being dead ass. I
was pretty nude. Look, now we got to show the people because
you was so nude that you shocked the shit out of Zen.
Yeah, I was pretty naked.
You ran out the room.
So this is actually because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Right? Remember. Y'all came over. I had just got out the shower. I was still trying to do my makeup, pluck my eyebrow, do my eyelashes.
Documentating the whole process.
I wasn't ready. You see my bottle of water right there because you got to stay hydrated, my baby. I hope y'all drinking water and minding your fucking business. Except for when you're reading The Modern Queer. You get the opportunity to be in everybody else's fucking business.
I cannot.
We got this right here. You got this one?
Yeah.
I'm halfway ready.
I just remember, I was like,
I was trying to fuck Xander's camera with my eyes.
There was a lot of intimacy with the camera lens.
There really was. Plus the lights that Joe had.
The lights got low. There's different low lighting.
Oh my God.
The shadows came out.
My bedroom was
and I was like, I'm a fucking photographer.
Thank you. Right. Didn't it?
I was like, this is work. I'm going to work.
Right? To what? To work.
You see the titties was out.
But didn't it just sort of like add a whole like extra professional shit to it? Because I felt like a badass. I was like, wait a minute. This is my job. This is what I love to do. Like
they were very respectful.
Fuck the sex shit. Even though Joe is a very beautiful woman, I was like, fuck that. This is not what we hear about. We here to capture and tell this story both through the lens of writing, the written word, and photos.
I only felt comfortable because our relationship with Joe, it was a progression. It was a series.
True.
Relationship building. It wasn't like we met up. We're like, okay, now you're naked.
Okay.
Take that off. Get on the bed. Yeah.
Get on the bed and strip.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was more just like, this is a young lady who who has, is going through evolution of her own. And, like, I'm capturing that in the most, I guess, intimate and vulnerable way. And I just felt very honored that I got to facilitate that with my camera.
Yeah.
But also, being a woman, I thought it was noteworthy because, I feel like a lot of Flint photographers who do that kind of work, where it's like boudoir.
Basically, translation, all you niggas, you male niggas out here who using your lens to do some sketchy, scareful shit.
It's creepy, bro.
Creepy.
It's very creepy.
That's what
very
and it's also not even good.
Very
not even good.
And predatory.
I'd be scoping the work, and it's like, it's different. Not that it's worthwhile, because sexual assault of any kind or creepiness
right.
is never merited. And I've heard just a lot of stories. I'm not calling out anybody in particular, but it's like, damn, like it's not even like with an intention or like purpose. It's just exposing or just using your camera as a vehicle to
see
get somebody
naked,
to open up to you in the literal way. And so I've
experienced that.
I thought it was very empowering for me, just to be like, yeah, women understand our form. We know how we like to present to each other, and I just appreciate creating with you. But if you want to go into your experiences or
how was this whole experience for you, right? Because we were telling and documenting your life, your story, right? Especially at that time, and I don't know if you still are. You were a content creator in the form of OnlyFans.
Well, it's still up if y'all want. Be 18, please.
We'll get out the social media things at the end, but we were really documenting that whole moment of like you doing your job, right? And thinking about like, all of the backlash, not just that you have been getting, but just the what do I want to say, the animosity around OnlyFans in general, right? So like, what was this whole experience like for you?
So I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it, because I felt like at no point in my existence was you gonna be able to deny my intelligence, my talent, my value to any other situation, because that's what I'm doing. Now, I don't think that you have to be impressive. As you said, you don't have to impress anybody. You being here is enough. So if I just want to shake ass, literally, I don't hustle on the side. I don't want to like, okay, I'm not hurting nobody. Actually, I'm making some people very happy to the point that they orgasm. So get the fuck out my face. I'm sharing.
Ain't giving you money.
Okay, I get some bread, you get a nut. What the fuck is the what? How is that the issue you take when your nigga sold crack for 20 years? This nigga ruined whole families. Like, mama ain't never been the same. That's fucked up, right? Okay. Like, come on now.
The tea is served hot.
I'm saying, your man's beat bitches. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
And y'all know, y'all keep watching. Bitches just walk. Black eye. Y'all don't give a fuck. What is wrong with you niggas? Why don't these niggas like get ostracized enough? Why don't these people that repeatedly show predatory weird? My whole platform is based on consent. If you don't want to see it, I've built other pages, other accounts, because it's to that point of not wanting to. If you don't want to have to be exposed to me that way, because that's not how I began engaging with my platform, I will create new platform for myself. Now you'll know that it's happening, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Like that's not the content you're here for. If you want that though, that's all you getting over here. I'm like motherfucking hotcakes. What you want? That's exactly what was going on. Because that's the thing. Some people get upset when they get on my content and it's not me having sex because they back to all these preconceived notions with OnlyFans.
Right.
I have an audio porn series because y'all hear my voice. I sound good when I'm getting fucked.
Especially when she ASMR. Especially when Jo is ASMR.
Oh, no, let me not. So I'm saying, like, I recorded that and put it out. So we could, you know what I'm saying? That's why, hey, it's a nigga somewhere wondering right now, was she faking that shit? I'm sitting there at the mic, minding my business. I'm sorry. I don't, for you guys. I don't want to feed your egos that much. I don't give a fuck. If it don't feel good,
I am deceased.
Are you done?
I'm deceased.
Do you want to move, actually? Please get off of me. Thanks.
Well, I know one of the things that we did talk about in your conversation was consent, was the sexualization of the female body, and specifically of the female the African woman body, right? And one of the things that when I posted it was so powerful that I got a lot of feedback on is when I posted the photo of you in the mirror with the comment, and I can't remember verbatim, but you said, when men look at you and think about sex, it's not just you. They looking at all women the same thing. And I'm just paraphrasing. Xander gonna pull that up. Xander gonna pull that up.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I think you're talking about when I said basically that when you sexualize, let's say we'll call it adult women's bodies, right? Because that's what you, I guess, are cooking up. Like to say that your body you can be completely flat chested and have no ass and be a full grown adult, correct? You can have big breasts and a very fat ass and be a child or teenager.
Also very true.
So inherently, you should not be looking at those things as sexual things because that might be a fucking 13-year-old, my boy.
Right.
Speaking from experience, so that's the point. So I learned this firsthand because I remember, I'll say that men started trying to sleep with me when I was around 11 years old.
You found it?
Yeah.
Please read it for us.
I was treated this way because there's this over-sexualization of the female form. Should I go back to what you said previous?
I'm not sure if it works better for context.
Okay.
Well, context is everything.
Okay. I think there's an issue with the respectability politics of it all. By the time I was 13, I was in a double D. My body made me catch hell. I was already a whore before I ever had sex just because of how I looked. I was treated this way because there's this over-sexualization of the female form. I remember being about 13 and somebody telling me, yeah, somebody's got to be fucking you. I'm like, they got to be fucking me? They didn't believe me when I said I was a virgin. All these things are put on us. You're talking about somebody who's now an adult. who was making their own decisions. I'm fucking who I want to fuck. I'm posting pictures of what I want to post. You're like, oh, you're a slut and fuck you. And you think I'm the only one paying the price for that? It's every little girl who slightly aroused somebody. Something about me turned you on, and now I'm paying. I'm being demonized. The first time I was called a hoe, I was 8 years old. I didn't know what the fuck a hoe was. I know you're trying to hurt my feelings, dealing with that, and then knowing that I lost my virginity through rape.
Yeah, that I got so much so much feedback for that, just about how powerful like that whole moment was. And for me, like, you know, as a man, so like I didn't grow up with any women in the house besides my mother, right? So I grew up with 3 other brothers, but being friends with women and then ultimately having relationships with women, you know, you hear those stories, you know, about rape, about objectification, about consent, about just all of that. And for me, it was just like, what the hell are we being taught to believe? And what the hell are we being taught to perceive? And why do we as black men want to be white men with power so fucking badly? Because at the end of the day, that's really what that's about. Like, it's power dynamics. And so at least one aspect of it, because this is
white supremacy and patriarchy and all that, it all like tiptoe and dance around each other.
Very much intertwined in a cacophony of shit or whatever. And so like I said, like, and to bring that back to another point that I made, just you gave that rawness. Here we go. We're back at that word raw.
Baby, I like it raw.
You gave that rawness. You know, you gave that vulnerability that even though a lot had happened to you, you were still willing to share it. And nowadays,
people don't get that. They don't get that. I don't make sense to people. I get that now. Like, that shit makes no sense to most humans, right?
What do you mean?
To be beat upside the head like I do, quite literally, and still keep going. Still keep sharing. My piece that I'm doing at Signal Boost is called Me Too. It's the piece I wrote, and I definitely give it a lot of credit. Really, I would say for keeping me alive. If I didn't go get my words down, like if I didn't use my pen and get that out of me, I don't know. Like, that literally was a form of therapy for me. And rehearsing it now and using it on this platform the way I'm about to, I had to clean it up because we want to be able to take this commercial. Right, I can't fuckity fuck on the radio. I can't fuckity fuck at the kids' schools and shit.
Right,
but
birthday parties.
You know what I'm saying? But we not doing Me Too at the birthday parties. I'm sorry. You gotta fuck the birthday theme. That's not what the fuck we talking about today.
It's an adult birthday.
Dark
No, this shit is not. It better not be funny. I'm definitely not coming.
Dark.
And not humor. But if your ass, I mean, I guess if you want to have a sexual assault survivors meeting for your birthday or something, more power to you, and I'll do my piece for that. If that's what you need for your birthday, I'm gonna come.
I can't.
No, I don't know what kind of energy they doing at that party.
I'm saying it's a birthday party, and you just need that. I don't know what significance that holds. Call me. We can talk about it.
But I think it speaks to what you said, like how people ask you, how do you keep going? I think that's a testament to who you are, and two, a testament to who we are as a people. You know, just interviewing Natasha, let me get her name right, Natasha Thomas. Well, because she's not married anymore, and I always get that confused. So just interviewing Natasha Thomas recently, you know, and asking her about, you know, black people and art and things like that. You know, she was like, well, one of the things that black people do is, you know, we survive. We've survived so much and we've gone through so much, and, you know, we have to laugh at our pain basically in order to survive. And I think that's so critical. Like, when I look at my own life and my own pain and my own trauma, right? Like, in order to overcome that, like, a lot of that, I just had to, like, really cry it out, of course, but I had to laugh at it. Like, damn, that shit was wild. Like, I can't believe I went through that. And I think that's why comedy, because I know the first episode, me and Arline was talking about the Dave Chappelle special that everybody was talking about. Which in that conversation, I told Arline, I was like, I don't think people really was catching the wordplay and all the other stuff and all the other nuances that he was getting at. But I think that's why comedy is so important and why it is what it is because we take all of this shit that's fucked up and crack jokes about it, laugh at it in his face. I feel like that's a very healing and cathartic process.
Have y'all ever watched My Hero Academia?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. So has my Jimmy go over there.
So we just gonna say, like, y'all know All Might be whooping niggas' asses with a smile. All the motherfucking time.
All the time.
I definitely, that resonated deeply with me when I started watching that program. Like, nigga, he smiled through the pain. You can be beating, whooping on his ass. He don't lose that smile. I'm happy, nigga. And I don't give up on myself. I got all might. I don't stop.
All right.
It's this picture from one of these protests, bro. My lock had what all my character design looked like. So my little lock then flipped up. It's a little too long now, but it had flipped up like this and shit. They called me from the side. I'm nigga, what? I know it. I told you I feel like the main character right now. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a main character. I feel like my shit then went from I was doing side missions or some shit. I didn't hit the storyline or something. I'm playing the story mode right now.
It is your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's our time. It's all of that shit.
Yeah.
All of that shit.
It's all coming together because even what you just said, I shot and was running a production company with the ex of mine for like 2 years or some shit while we was together. I never shot raw in none of that time, but since I've been on my own and I was on my own journey and I'm rediscovering it, guess what the fuck I shot in this last time I shot? Cause that's just some shit. I'm a get in my world.
That was a sigh. Sorry,
no, I heard.
I am not into the audio sex. It's not me. That's not what I'm. That's not my specialty.
For it.
We talk about that another time. Anyway,
phone sex, they do pay to get on the phone and
they do
get talked through. I'm just saying, I think everybody's supposed to get some bread. If you got the vocal cord, sit and you have your pajamas on. You can be eating a sandwich.
Actor, that's some fun shit. I like that.
I mean, you excel at the mimicking of voices.
For sure.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That first, yeah.
No, cause Xander know, bro.
I mean,
Xander know what's up.
You gotta be at the right time.
The humbleness she be trying to do.
I don't know what you guys want from me.
No,
I don't know what you want from me.
That real raw.
Keep being yourself. Yeah, fool.
I mean, on the point about rawness, though, to take it back to photography. But the cool thing about shooting things raw, and if we're using that as a word for authenticity. You underexpose. Like, you're shooting in the dark. Number one, like, you're shooting in with the intention of welcoming the darkness, so that when you go in post, it preserves everything. And that's the beautiful part. Is like, you think that like you shot raw and you shot with low exposure. To make me cry. Like, maybe you didn't get the sun right, or you didn't get the sky, or like you didn't get those colors right, and then you go and post and you expose everything, and it's all there,
right?
And it's beautiful, and you can play with the tones and the hues and all of that.
You're right. I don't know why that's making me like emotional as she's like describing this.
I'm sorry.
It was that. It was great.
It was just like, damn, that's
because our
deep.
Cameras are just eyes, so it just was making me think about us. You feel me? Like to say like welcoming your darkness, right? Like
that part.
Don't push it away.
I think I resonate with that more. Like, I understand humor. Like, I mean. I like to be funny. I like to laugh. But I think there's also something equally to be said for Black people being able to cry and to be emo. I like to be emo sometimes. I don't like to pretend, because I think also in that framework, I think we interpret humor in a different way than when we're amongst white people. When white people see Black people in humor, there's like, oh, happy Negroes. Although we've taken everything that they have, Centuries of economic depression, years of rape,
happy niggas,
happy Negroes,
Happy niggers.
making their happy
every
Negro
variation,
music.
because somebody said all of them. That's fucked up.
You know somebody said all of
Making their happy Negro music so entertaining. Do you guys mind if I join in?
Yeah.
You guys mind if I
Actually, can I co-opt it?
And it's like,
and then
you
send
know,
it back to you?
there's something to be said in the moment when they think you should be laughing and you're not.
Right.
And like, I'm not gonna give you my joy, and I'm not gonna give you my laughter. I'm pretty pissed off. You've done some pretty fucked up shit, and it could go for anybody, white people, black people.
Because some shit is not funny.
Black people who are trying to co-opt whiteness. You know,
Ooh.
anybody who's trying to, because whiteness isn't just white people.
It sure isn't.
Anybody can buy into whiteness.
And we all do. We live in America.
You know, and so I think when I think about my photography and I resonate with the darkness, that's what it kind of makes me think of. Is like, I'm embracing that. Like, a lot of people think a good photo is one that's super white and overexposed. Like, the more white things they have, the more overexposed. Bright. See how happy this photo is? It's so bright. And it's like,
well, I mean, that goes again. Those
the balance,
those dynamics,
exactly.
right? Like, white is right and black
the brighter
is like,
it is, and then the darker. What is that? It's like, no, like the more you embrace the shadows in your photo, the more it makes you want to look closer at what's there. And I think that's super powerful.
And there's again going back. I guess that's just the word of the day or the night is raw.
Yeah.
I think that
This some Sesame Street shit. Niggas getting educated. Fuck is you talking about?
You know what? I think that's another thing about photography, right? Is that I learned from you was that you can see everything through a photo. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hide in the photo. You can try, but it's that who you are is present in that photo at that moment. So whatever you're going through,
it shows up.
it will show up. And I think that was so powerful for me, looking at the photos that you took for this season, was just looking at people's expressions, how they smiled, their body language, what were they wearing.
The right moment.
You know what I mean?
I remember there was a portrait I took right when I came home from college, which can be a tough time for a lot of people. But I had accidentally taken a self-portrait on my camera. And when I looked at that thing, I did not recognize myself. And I think there is something, there's definitely the case for a lot of artists. Like, the art that they do is, like, it's part of them, but it's not at them. They're not directing their art to themselves. I'm not speaking for you, Joe, because I think, with you using your pen as catharsis, I think those two are very married together.
Very true.
But in terms of photography, taking that accidental self-portrait, like, my face was broken out, like, I looked old as hell, like, my eyes are watery, like, I was like, damn, I am not well. I'm truly not well.
It's the way you say things. That you, like you said, laughing at. It's not funny. It's not funny. What you're saying is not funny.
It's real as shit, right? Because that's the thing that happens.
Yeah.
But the way you talking about it, it's like, I am not okay. I'm not all right.
I'm not well.
God damn it.
And so there definitely is a vulnerability with simply capturing reality. And I think that's why I also love photography, is because you're entering reality intentionally. You're observing somebody's reality intentionally, and that can be profound enough. Even stepping aside from editorial photography, because we did some posing and some posturing and stuff.
We did.
But
Giving it to him.
Taking the everyday and documenting, you don't understand how intense and powerful your moments are.
I think that came across a lot with Jada when her little brother was there. So we hung out with Jada and her little brother for her interview at A Modern Queer, and it was it was funny because you could see, like, all of what Jada carries with her, being a mother to her brother, trying to do music, coming out as queer, you know, in the rap scene, being a black woman and what that means, you know, dealing with the trauma of like her mother and all. And you did a very good job of asking those questions about her relationship with her mother and the dynamic of what she learned from her mother, right? You know, and then being able to capture that, you know, through photography. And so for you, you know, that vulnerability, you know, for me, that's through writing. And that's why I'm like, I don't feel like I'm getting that vulnerability lately, because it's like people don't want to reveal themselves right now. Maybe that's just the energy that's just present in the city, but it's like, I don't know, and I don't know if people are scared, but like that vulnerability aspect for me with writing is so crucial, because it's like I want to tell a story, I want to tell your story, and I want to be able to take. I say it like this: when I'm writing, I'm God, basically. Like I'm God, and this is I'm a painter. I'm painting.
It's okay to be God.
Yeah, I'm God. Like I'm God. This is my canvas. I'm painting.
You God, I'm God. We a God. She a God. You a God.
We are gods, and we create realities and perceptions through the mediums of creation that we utilize. And my biggest one is writing. And so it's like I really want to paint the best possible picture ever. And a lot of times I can't get that if the person is not willing to open up and express themselves. You know what I mean? I think another good interview of that would probably be the one with Brittany Ward, which you was a part of, where, you know, she was struggling to, you know, open up and really talk about some things, and the comfortability that, you know, me and her knew each other, and then the comfortability that her and Xander shared, being two black women, you know, really just created a safe space for her to just be able to talk about a lot of things. But I'm not getting those vibes lately. I'm not getting it. And it's very reflective in my writings lately. Even I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, it's very surfacey. And for me, it's just kind of like, that's when I start asking them questions like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate. To play devil's advocate.
I know y'all heard that.
Okay.
You know,
I ain't gonna say nothing. Fuck that.
Okay, we heard these sex noises.
Huh?
What?
You did it.
Joe.
It was you.
I didn't do anything.
You
guys
literally
need to stop
did. No, bro. Play the tape back, bro. She literally was like, whatever the fuck you just did over there.
Wow, Joe.
I caught it. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to, maybe. The thing is, we got these headphones in, so I'm hearing everything y'all do over there. So it was just like all in my ear. I actually just shared a post recently. I was about 16 being homophobic, because that's what the fuck was the vibes when you hate yourself.
True.
Niggas was like, why would I want to be on the phone with a girl? What I want your ear all? What's your voice all in my ear for an extended amount of time? I just share it because, you know, y'all was turning me on. That was the problem.
Turning me on.
I was enjoying too much being on the phone with you, so it was freaking me the fuck out. So I'm like, no, fuck, I'm talking to these bitches for. I'm getting on the phone with a nigga.
I'm dying.
Put some bass in this shit.
Play your devil's advocate.
Oh, my bad.
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
I think, you know, not everybody is ready for deep therapy. And I think that
you do gotta be ready.
Writing and the vulnerability that comes, and you know, sometimes it doesn't always happen in that initial moment. Like with Joe, you know, it was a sequence of events. You know what I mean? We didn't just jump right into the nakedness, you know, of like photos.
Well, we probably could have, but Flintside wasn't the space.
Not for Flintside.
Definitely wasn't the space for that.
I do think that creation is delicate work, and it does require a lot of trust.
It does. That's true.
At least some amount of trust, and yeah, I can understand if that's hard for people to grasp, and it does make it really difficult to make a vulnerable piece. Because
you got to trust yourself first and foremost. You know, I mean, because it always begins with self. So, you know, if you don't trust yourself and trust your story and your narrative, then, you know, how can you trust some writer nigga to be able to tell that story?
Yeah. Do you think that every story belongs to everyone? Do you think that you are owed everyone's story?
Oh, she asking the hard questions today.
Put it on the flow.
This is what I believe. If you show up in my reality, yes.
You think you're owed their story?
Not owed, but if you show up in my reality, then it means that there must be something that you want to talk about, or you want to discuss, or you want to share, or something in your life that has led you to this point where we encounter each other, me being me and me being in the position that I am as far as, a writer / journalist / media person. If you wind up in my space, then no, you don't owe me anything, and I don't owe you anything back. But if our lives have coalesced in such a fashion that we are here right now in this moment, then I think we should make the best of it and get as much as we can out of it as possible. Does that always happen? No. Does that sometimes make me a little unnerved? Yes. Mm-hmm. Do I get over it? Yes. Mm-hmm. But that's just how I feel about it. And I think the perfect person who always illustrates to me this very well is you. I think I just had to learn patience in that regard. And that really came from you a lot of times. You be like, I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to sit right here then. Mm-hmm. See, you see that face? You see that face?
Because it's boundary setting. That's what I'm hearing. Some people
that's
don't.
What she always tells me. She says boundaries.
Because if you don't want to share your story, fucking don't. You know what I mean? But especially when we're talking about people you're interviewing, meaning that I've been through that process. You got reached out to, you agreed to be interviewed, and then you get there. I feel like what you're saying makes sense. If I want to get the best work out of you, then you know what I'm saying, there has to be some expectations set for what that looks like.
For sure.
And if different people gonna have different levels of I'm thinking though, the levels of comfortability you have with being vulnerable, especially about certain things. That's the part I was saying for me why it doesn't make sense, because it's the shit that people don't want anyone to know about them ever. True. I don't care.
True.
You're it's so far away from what makes sense to them, because it's I would take that to the grave, and I'm just
you're just
it happened.
Is this what it is?
It happened. If it happened, it happened. That's how I look at it.
So for each of you, what does raw, authentic vulnerability look like in this moment of y'all lives? Then.
Okay, I'm like, Xander, keep looking at me. I'm like, okay. Raw authenticity looks like me continuing to do what I've been doing, basically, I guess. Let's say this, modifying it in ways that benefit me. One thing, the friend that I was with right before I came here to do this fun times with you guys, told me that, the first person you got to ask to show up for you in this world is you. Well, if you not coming to you and doing for you, especially on this certain level. So when I look at it, I've struggled with self-regulation, and that's something I just recently had to get the language to understand.
What does that mean?
So you set an alarm, you have a hard time following alarms or following dates, or if I start writing in my planner, I'm gonna stop by week 2. I had a hard time with cleaning my room, just these it's these things you have to do if I was really invested in what I was doing. It's easy for me to do it. This, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be here today, I planned for it, I was ready. I got pushed it back a half hour and I ended up being later than a half hour on accident.
So you, in the sense, are you saying there was a lack of commitment to self?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I need to make sure that when I say I'm going to be here or do this or da-da-da-da, if I don't keep showing up for me and show me that I'm worth showing up for, you're not going to have the relationship you need to have with the rest of the world. Right, and that's easier said than done, because sometimes we going to let ourselves down. But I say let ourselves down because definitely look at the scale of what letting yourself down looks like. You feel me? You don't want to be too hard on yourself, basically. There's a balance to it. There's a way to say, hey, self, you got to do this for self, and we need you to get this done. Right. And there's also a way to say, you know what, self, we gonna do that later, and it is okay sometimes. Right now, I need to do this, or I want to do this. I'm still, I guess, all the time, really honestly, still searching for what that looks like, because rest is important. True. We do a lot of healing in those moments of quiet, stillness, all that. So You don't want to just be like, well, you got to go. I don't subscribe to grind culture. I don't like it at all.
Let's cancel grind culture, please.
I don't like it. I don't think I should have to work 50, 60 hours a week to be well off. I don't think that I should have to do anything illegal to be well off. I don't think that I should have to be impressive to lead a lifestyle where I'm taken care of. I should have housing, food, and water at the very least. Well, there's some other things I might want. Income. You know what I'm saying? And this is the things we should be advocating for as people. And like, not just advocating, like, that's one thing I'm also working on. I am somebody that oftentimes I've noticed when people get upset with me, I get called a fake ass activist. That's like when they want to dig, they want to get at me, they try to come for. And so it made me question, though. I wanted to look at, because I want to be strong in who I am, talking about my authenticity. If I say this is what I am, what does that look like for me? Let me define that, because maybe activism for me doesn't look like, I used to think it was going into politics for real. I might still eventually, but I think I'm going to build a platform outside of politics first, because I went in there and they did not like me. So I kind of turned around and walked back out the door because it was not working. Like they I want to do shit like have my hair like this and not wear bras and live my fucking life how I want to and think that I deserve representation, and other people who don't wear bras deserve representation, and other people with bright red locks deserve representation, right? This is my mentality, but it's hard to convince other people that that's also something they should adopt. So
that's not their reality.
So that's why I go by Artivist now. Just combine the two, because my activism, my revolution is in my words, my creations, whether it's the pictures I take in front of the camera as the person being captured, or the pictures I take behind it. Anything. It don't matter. Like, no matter what I'm doing. It's revolutionary because I'm doing it.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, that's what we call growth. Yeah, growth and evolution.
Yeah. That's what we got to do. If you're not doing that, what the fuck are you doing here? That's what I just be really questioning about people's existence. I don't want to say they just like die or nothing, but like, because I don't wish death on people. I don't death, y'all, death. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, imagine if he said death.
Death, yeah. Death. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, I don't want y'all to die for real, but I want you to let those versions of yourself die for sure. That fuck ass nigga you be being some days out the week, let that nigga go. He needs to perish. Let him die. Let him die, not you, not your physical being. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
I get you. Let
them die. Fuck them.
You got to.
They is holding you back. They is heavy. You is carrying them. On your back.
True. Speak it.
But what?
Speak it.
Let them go.
In your raw vulnerability.
I vibe with a lot of what Jo said. I think I don't know. I think from the time that you enter grade school, it's like the rules of existence are like everything that you should be striving for is outside of yourself. Like everything. That
is the narrative that they give
grades,
us.
If it's not the grades, maybe extracurriculars and getting the right partner, having the perfect college application. I'm definitely speaking from a person that was basically raised to be quote unquote successful, whatever that word might mean.
A chocolate-covered white person.
Yeah, maybe, or just. I mean, I wouldn't say that. But yeah, to excel for to be the best of the best. But getting back to like, hey, yeah, the success is like I brushed my teeth and I cleaned my room and I got my oil changed and I'm paying my bills on time, or maybe I wrote my journal today, and that's not something that like I perfect every day or even every week. But I am growing more and more aware of myself as something that needs to be tended to and nurtured, like a garden. Finding what makes me feel comfortable, how I'm changing, what my tastes are, all those kinds of things. And then another part of that would be animus. So animus is like
I was gonna say, explain to that. So, explain that.
So it's in a book that I read called "The Women Who Run with Wolves." So it's a really cool book. It's definitely not one to be read like in one sitting. It's definitely kind of like it's something that you return to over time. But they describe that like the difference of like wild women is like the women who are willing to take what they have created in their minds and have the commitment to bring it into reality. And there's been a lot of times over the past. I'm sorry if I'm cold, so I'm a little chilly. I might be anemic.
We all a little odd. Like,
but
my hand's been in my pouch for like a minute now.
It's like, you know, you spend so much time thinking about things, and I think in this era of social media where it's like, you know, you only see the highlight reel and nobody's showing the dirt and the mess and the grind that it took to get there.
Right,
Exactly.
right,
I think
right.
we have a messed up understanding of what animus is and what creation looks like and what it really means to be devoted to a process. And I think that's part of me embracing my authentic, true self is understanding I too am a process. And like, that is okay. And then, you know, knowing that I have the strength to bring what I imagine into reality.
Yeah.
Let me snap on that one.
That's what I would describe.
Do you want to answer? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure we get over there on the other side of the table. Go ahead.
What does vulnerability and raw authenticity look like for me now? I think first and foremost, it goes for me to understand who I am as a person and always, every day, with much conviction, peeling back more layers to myself and making sure that I'm questioning everything. Whether it be who I feel like I am, my sexuality, the clothes I wear, the shit that I do, what I eat, how I look, how I dress, the cars I drive, whatever. Just making sure that it is in my most truest and authentic version of self, at least in that moment. Because we're always evolving. I feel like we're always going to be evolving until we're no longer in this realm of existence. So that's number one. Because for me, it always starts with self. I'm always questioning what's going on with me. Secondly, it is kind of similar to what you both said, especially about creating through the creative arts, is making sure that what I create is housed full of intention, that it really dives deep. And I think that just comes natural for me, you know. When we look at my natal chart, like I'm a Cancer sun, a Scorpio rising, and a Pisces moon. Like it's nothing but water in that bitch. So
Water.
Can we all go around and say our signs?
We can.
Yeah.
Come on.
Say
man.
yours again.
I am a.
We're doing the top three, right? Big three.
Yeah, big three. I'm a Cancer sun, a Pisces moon, and a Scorpio rising.
That's all
the
water.
waters.
Every
I'm
water.
feeling every crack, crevice.
You was just. I wanted to say gooey, but that ain't loose enough. It's water.
Just
everything
just
Water. You in? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Floating. That's what I'm trying to think of something. It's something. It be moving. That's the thing about water.
Rivers.
Rivers, oceans. I mean, that's really all I can do is flow and feel. And so that's what a lot of my art in my life is very reflective of. It's just that I'm moving and I'm flowing and I'm feeling some shit.
Do you know your Venus and Mars per chance? If you don't, it's cool. But.
My Mars is in Aries.
Oh wow, that okay.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
I'm very passionate, and when I get angry, I get really angry. I think my Venus is in Cancer, I do believe.
See,
I
okay.
do believe.
So you still attracted to those soft? That all of this is water.
Most of my birth chart is full of Cancer. It's full of Cancer. Yeah, except for
that's my
that
Venus
Mars.
and Cancer.
My
Venus and
okay.
Mars.
What's the love thing? Is that Venus?
Venus is
okay. Whoop. Backtrack. My Venus is in Gemini.
Venus is in Gemini.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need spontaneity.
But that's fire and air then that you have as Venus and Mars. That those two, you know, in mythology they get paired together a lot too. So fire and air. That's what you got. You got what you're attracted to. Venus is your desires and all that. So Gemini air is fueling that power, the willpower. That's Mars. That's aggression, all that.
I love these readings.
I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing nothing about them. I be knowing, but I don't be knowing.
That's what it. That's what it means. You coming with Aries energy with the Gemini blowing on it, so that's why it's intellectual. It's well thought out, all calculated type of vibe.
Oh shit!
You thinking, you using that level of strategy, and some people call Geminis two-faced or whatever. They always want to pick one thing. Somebody found out I had a Scorpio rising, want to be like, "Oh, you freaky." Why is that just the first thing y'all want to say to me when you hear the word Scorpio? We are a lot of things.
We are.
Other than freaky.
We are.
That's just one of them, bitch.
Oh my god.
And that's on period.
Okay. I'm just saying. When it's in your chart, it's the real. I've not met one yet.
What is the rest? What is your sun? What's your moon?
What's you?
So my sun is in Leo. We talking tropical chart right now because my sidereal chart.
Oh, okay. I know.
Is a little different.
Listen, Joe all up in it.
I really fuck with this shit. It's interesting to me. It makes sense to me when I looked at both of them too. Anyway, a Leo sun, Sagittarius moon, Scorpio rising. So that's 2 fire signs and a water sign. So, but then like I said, it's the sexy water sign. So that's why it's hot and steamy around this
mysterious water sign.
Come on now, I'm giving it to you. You already. All right, let me stop before I take they bitch. All right, let me stop.
I'm screen.
Because they be fucking with me. Y'all don't know. Y'all girlfriends be messaging me, but I ain't gonna say too much. No, I don't be telling people because that's not player. I'm telling y'all like vaguely. You know what I'm saying?
Heed the warning, but also accept the invitation.
No, I mean, no, I don't see that be the problem. This is why I don't deal with women in relationships no more. I don't deal with women in monogamous relationships with men no more. It's weird. Or monogamous relationship in general. If you said you was monogamous, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh. It's always the question. That doesn't make no sense. What are you doing, you raggedy ass bitch?
All right.
What's your stuff?
Well, heed the warning. Okay. Screen. I'm a Capricorn sun.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Aries rising. Leo moon.
Oh. Okay. Look at. I know, I heard that. Like, see,
well, goddamn.
That's fun.
I don't know what any of that means.
This explains a lot.
No, so Capricorn, that's earth sign, that's material. I know hard workers. That's always the first thing you usually hear with Capricorn. Hard, very dedicated type of people.
Why you always be like boundaries?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got walls and fortitude, foundation. It's you like that shit that I can touch, nigga. We got this. Do you feel this, motherfucker? It is some shit built around this motherfucker. I'm here, motherfucker. And then you said Leo moon. So yeah, Leo, that's creative, that's fiery. That's why I'ma think when we was dancing, where the fuck was we at? Blackstones, right?
Blackstones.
Down there getting busy. That just hit me like, cause we was
talk about it.
It was nice though. Like when I'm dancing,
we synced.
It was crazy.
I was laughing. I was like, wow.
It was nice.
We synced.
It was nice.
It was
wow.
It was just really. It was a great vibe. That's what like to what you said. I feel like that happened. That interview before we ended up getting to this. So we had done like team building and bonding on accident. We just
it all just happened.
We were just kicking it, you feel me? But that's the thing I love about being a creative is like you like kind of what you were both. We all been saying, fuck it. That's the message, motherfucker. Everything, every day, all day, you art. You are the art, very much so. So how you go about your shit is that's what you painting. That's the picture you making.
Right.
Yeah.
Brushing your teeth is nice when you bad motherfucker.
It sure the fuck is.
I think the only issue I take with my arrangement, my sign arrangement, is
what was the rising sign again?
Aries.
That double fire, them strong fires at that.
Yeah. My mom's an Aries, but the problem. So that's how people perceive you, right?
Right.
People always think I'm pissed off
or aggressive. Yeah. A little bit. You come off strong.
It doesn't take much.
Don't she come off strong? You are strong.
I mean, I am. But sometimes I'm just sitting here.
Right.
Sometimes
I'm vibing.
Sometimes I'm just breathing, and then I'll come into the room. People be like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
Oh wow, Xander, you said your name was?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like it's almost like you command respect. If you think about Aries, that's that first sign. That's the one that paved the way for every other sign.
Or I could just give a look and say, "Wow, don't give me that. You're giving me a lot right now." I'm like, "Yo."
I can't wait to see what this looks like in post.
Man, it's some characters on this motherfucker.
So I wish it was different.
I understand because I didn't know until I was 27 when I was in DC. A friend of mine, because of that Scorpio rising, she was like, if I didn't know you, I think you were intimidating. And I was like, what? I've heard this. Never looked at myself as intimidating ever, right? So talk about like evolution, right? I really had to look in the mirror and I was like, damn, God, y'all really got me out here looking like one of these niggas who I've seen in the hood way back in the day.
Right,
I was like, damn, bald hair, beard with the chain. I said, y'all tripping. But I had never saw myself like that.
You never seen it.
I never seen myself. But like now, I'm like, oh. But also, I want to piggyback off of what Joe said about commanding respect. Your presence and your energy means that anybody who is feeling any sort of trauma or any sort of, or triggeredness, I should say, or feeling weak in who they are, is going to feel some kind of way.
And with that Leo shit too, it's definitely that.
Yeah, I run into that a lot.
Folks be mad that you can't be happy, you can't be nothing, bro. Like you said, I'm breathing, motherfucker. I'm not bothering none of y'all, but you are bothering them. That's what I had to figure out. You are bothering them, but you're not trying to. That's the point. That's what you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You're all under their skin.
And I feel like that's one of the reasons why all three of us flow like we do, because it's just a bunch of.
We're just irritating. We're just irritating people.
We're just agitating the community.
I mean, it's like what is the word? It's like this old UK show I used to watch called, was it Misfits?
Oh, man.
We all watch Misfits.
I tried to. I used to watch clips on YouTube, but
I'm spiking like a motherfucker.
I mean, we all misfits, and it's like when you get three powerful fucking misfits together, like. One, you gonna cause people to feel intimidated. You gonna cause people who not comfortable with who they are or their art or where they are in life to be jealous or throw them little spiritual daggers and shit at you to try to knock you off your game.
Fuck daggers, niggas be having cannons, ARs, motherfucking fucking what they got, ninja stars. Niggas be laced up.
No bushin, no jutsu in this motherfucker.
Come here,
Okay, all kind of stuff.
Why? I'm sorry, you don't have that answer. Why?
Like that ass, tell me why.
I mean, because people are jealous. People got their own triggers and traumas and shit that happened in their life, and so they look at you, or they look at you, or they look at me, or they look at us, and they be like, "Well, I want what they have," or "Why am I not in the position that they in?" or "Why doesn't seem to be."
When's the day that you wake up and realize that you got all of that, but just your version of it? When do we all? Can anybody maybe point to a specific moment or something? I'm thinking because I've had this awakening several times, but it'll usually come to me when I feel jealous, when I feel it again. Because normally I don't. I've noticed we that's an entity that I don't speak to that often. But sometimes it creep in. I'll see somebody have something like you said. Bitch. I want that. I deserve this. Whatever. But that's my point. Immediately when I see it now, that might not always been the case. But now I look and I'm like, okay, you like that car, you like this, go get yours.
Right, go get your version.
My brain just it won't let me be mad at that person no more. You get what I'm saying? The moment it start to, and it's like, what the fuck shut the fuck up with your hating ass. Like, cause what you mad at that person for? Be upset at yourself, like I say, maybe because you ain't got it yet or something.
I am a little bit of an advocate of being mad at the person.
Why?
Just a little bit. I mean, not every situation. So I'm gonna explain the unique situation.
Yeah, please explain.
All right, because I'm like, we ain't gonna be hating on niggas.
I'm a human being. I can be toxic. Okay.
Yeah.
This is true.
Human being.
Nice words.
I mean, toxic shit is all right. I'm listening.
Part of it.
Burn fire.
It's mostly like for my little Capricorn ass. It's like.
I'm sorry. That's the first toxic thing that came to mind was burn fire. That is the first thing that popped in my head. I fuck with you. But you is just, that is future in italics. That's what they be trying to say.
Okay.
Janae, how you go be all that shit.
We have foreshadowed some shit.
Yeah. So true.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
But, on some meritocracy. I'm not always on all the time, but it's inside me. It's inside me as a Capricorn. You see somebody who maybe vying for a position, or they got and this happens a lot with white supremacy. It's like
that's what it's like.
I just need the camera to zoom in. It'll happen. They'll be like, and yada yada, Becky, and you're just like. Like the Kill Bill soundtrack, in the background. And so, and I'm like, It's a lot.
It's too much going on at this table right now.
I'm sorry.
It's too much.
It's not that you're mad at that specific person, but you are. Because you're just like, bitch, I know.
And that's different, though, because what we're talking about probably is like, I've had several conversations over the last week with different black women about how we will be asked to do the same work for less money. And then the moment you think you want to ask for more money, they might give more money to the position, but not to you. They'll find somebody else that's more agreeable because you look all scary to me every time you ask me anything and all that. And so, you can just go and then I'm going to pay little Timmy there what you asked for plus another $5,000 because why not?
It's hard.
Because it's Timmy.
Yeah, it's hard to discern sometimes because, like, I think I definitely, I like how you put it, you don't speak with that entity a lot. I think I bump with that entity somewhat often and have to check myself.
Okay. Real shit. That's real shit.
Not like on surface stuff like, that's a nice watch, bitch. I want it too. Give me that Rolex.
This all we need. We just need a little time to pass.
Yeah.
For Zen After Dark to show up.
I have to warm up. It's cold in here. Anyway.
It's a little chilly.
Like I'm looking at somebody's stilettos like, that's not even your size, bitch.
But maybe people that be that mad.
There are people who are that mad. It's more kind of like I get mad at the structurals and then the people who enable the structure.
I mean, I ain't saying don't hate nothing. Just don't hate me because I'm fly.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, if they're fly, they're never fly. The people that I'm mad at.
Busted bitches. It be busted ass bitches. Fly. Bro, you right. That's be the problem. You're not even fly. You're not even hard.
Oh, you're a bum.
You a bum.
And they just don't know it yet. All right.
You really a bum.
It's fine.
You a bum with a degree. The fuck? That's crazy.
So I'm glad you made that differentiation.
We get live on the Modern Queer Podcast today, y'all.
Because motherfuckers will definitely get different positions, accolades, certifications, like you said, and forget they a bum.
It's like your thought process too.
You got a bum ass mindset. I'm not talking about your clothes. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. Wear what you want to wear.
All this bum stuff remind me of that Nicki Minaj verse.
With
your bum ass face.
Bum ass face. Hey, that's something to say to a motherfucker.
Bum ass taste.
Okay.
Yeah. I like. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs.
Okay, because which one is that? I don't know.
Make Love with Gucci Mane.
Okay, but bum ass face, having ass.
And stay in your bum ass place.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that now. I don't think. Boop.
I like that.
Back to when we were Nicki standing.
I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing. I think for me, like my version of that would be this constant battle for me and owning my particular version of masculinity. Because especially being a black man, then being a black queer man, like there's expectations of what
motherfuckers trying to say you can't even be a man no more. Ain't that crazy? Just be like,
right? So that's like the nuance. Because like on one hand, it's like, a black man, you gotta be buff, you gotta be macho, you gotta move a certain way, and in a real sort of way, black masculinity does look a certain way. It walk a certain way, talk a certain way. Like, hey baby, how you doing? What up, shawty? You good? What up, ma? Hey.
You do sound. I would say that is. I don't know. I heard the switch up. I heard what you was doing there. I get that. Not every man gonna talk just like that. But I definitely heard the energy shift. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely made me want to go to the street and keep walking and not make eye contact.
You know what I'm saying? The exact verbiage.
That's the vibe.
But like I said, I heard the energy. Why are you screaming?
I feel you.
But that I've been inculcated in that, right? I've seen this from uncles, from friends, from other grown men, and so in your mind you like, okay, well this what a man look like, this what a man do, this how I act, this how I walk.
Gender performance.
Right. Not understanding that I'm an emotional ass motherfucker.
I be crying.
I cry. And I cry a lot. And I feel shit
you be
a
crying.
lot. I be crying.
I respect that a lot. Most men cannot say that. Just like you said, because of what you're saying, I don't cry. I ain't cried in about 10 years. Like flexing. Weird ass flexes.
I cry.
Probably because you're dehydrated. Drink some water.
Yo, Red Bull and fucking Patron head ass. No. I'm saying Gatorade and Hennessy ass.
He's like, yes!
Niggas.
H2O.
Yeah, and then on the queer side of things,
on the queer side of things.
On the queer side of things.
We ain't never left. It's a whole lot of gay shit in here.
It's a whole gay agenda.
Hey, look, I'm about to throw up our shit. No, let me shut up. Let me shut up. They gonna be scared.
Throw it up at the end.
I can't. Y'all not with the gang.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so then like on the queer side of things, you know, similar in a lot of ways, you know. Gay men, you know, you gotta have a big dick. The sex drive gotta be on point. You gotta look chiseled the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things you sort of internalize, right? And then you go out there in the world and you making relationships and you fucking and you like, yeah, this how I do it. This what it's supposed to be done. Like,
is this? Yeah, am I doing it right?
Am I doing it right? Am I chocolate? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Until, like you said, you come to understand what your version of all of this looks like.
Right.
And mine's look quite different than a lot of other niggas out here. And that's cool. And it took me a while to get comfortable in that or whatever. But we gonna end it here.
Okay. What time is it? How long we been on this motherfucker?
This thing for like 2.
Damn, almost 2. Hour 35. How long are they usually? How do you, or do you just when you feel like?
It's usually about an hour.
Between an hour 30 to an hour 45.
Oh, this is good for
really?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I've been here for the last
2.
to the end.
Oh, interesting.
Well, this is you did a good job for 2 people.
Yeah, no, this was great.
No, this was fun. I think we.
I had a great time.
Combined strength.
You said what now?
Yes, all did great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Arm, leg, and torso in this motherfucker.
No, we definitely a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Gotta get together. Which body part are y'all?
Body part.
Yeah, which body part you want to be on the Power Ranger?
Ooh, that's a good.
Y'all go.
Can I be the? Okay, I want to be the chest and the arms because the heart. And I love heart, so I want to, you know.
Okay.
I want to be the heart.
I would be the head.
The head.
Okay.
I like to
See, and you know what's crazy? I was gonna say I was gonna be the crotch, but let me be the crotch and the legs. I got the bottom half.
Yes.
I got the bottom. That's gonna work. That's gonna work.
Yes.
I want it to be That's. Thank you.
Y'all better watch the fuck out.
Ooh, not watch the fuck out.
The fuck out.
I mean, I don't try to be confrontational, but you should also seek for my presence as well. You should also watch out.
Child, anyway.
What? Also expect me. Expect us.
Expelliarmus. That's what I just heard, y'all. Let me shut up. Y'all gonna have me here.
All right. Well, I just want.
I just had, okay.
I just want to thank y'all for coming out tonight and making me laugh and giving me that raw vulnerability that I've been asking for and craving that I knew y'all was going to provide for me. That's why I was so geeked up. Thank y'all for being who y'all are. Girl, in my mouth? I'm in my mouth.
Oh, in your mouth. See, that's what daddy do to you. I'm going to quit talking shit.
In my ear?
I knew what you meant.
In my ear?
But you had already said what you said. So
I did.
that's a quotable. Take it out. In my mouth?
Listen, I am all water. That's a lot of freaky shit that's going on. I'm waiting for the right nigga to unleash all of this freaky shit on. But
that's a TikTok sound. In my mouth.
In my mouth. Okay. Right. Can't sing. But all right. Thank y'all. Is any final words before we kick this up?
I'm sorry. I'm still recovering.
Before we kick this off.
I'm still recovering.
For what? You're fine.
Yeah, I'm great. We're great.
We're great.
In there. Final words?
Yeah, what's the final words?
Yeah, so
there's a fucking truth.
I'm gonna have a sexy voice.
What? Drop it down.
Let's give space.
Not the fucking Corona cough over the shoulder, bro. She went stupid over that shoulder. Do not kill me. You at
let's give our final
side.
voice. Let's give our final voice. Let's give final words in sexy voices.
Okay.
Come on, Sandy.
I'm on.
Yeah, so if you wanna touch me,
I'm not turned on. You failed the assignment.
Stop, seriously.
Okay. Seriously, you know.
I'm trying to.
Okay, seduce me. Do it again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk. Sorry, guys.
Cough out a different one, please.
So, if you wanna catch my vibe and what I'm on.
Who is this white woman?
I don't understand why this is who you picked. I know there's other characters in there, bro. Cough out a different one.
I choose me.
I choose me.
Look at the eyes and the body language, though.
I choose me always. And if you want to like catch my vibe and what I'm on, again, my name is Alexandria Brown, and I'm a multimedia producer at Daily Yonder. Not the Daily Yonder when you type it in, it's dailyyonder.com. Okay? I want you to type it in intentionally, okay? Nice and slow. Alright.
I like that.
And there I'm
I like at the end.
Okay, yeah.
You do.
Thank you. Thanks. Nice.
Somebody dick hard. That's crazy.
Okay,
He liked it, that shit.
Somebody in post.
If you like that, you're fucking weird. And I don't want to talk to you.
Somebody started
What
fucking
do
with
you
it about
mean?
halfway through.
This is my
They
real
was like,
voice.
damn,
They
hold
was
on.
confused at first. Like,
They was like, I'm not really feeling it. And then you kept going, and it was like,
okay. It was the kombucha meme, the kombucha girl meme.
whoa, I ain't seen that one.
Where she was, when she
when
tasted,
she tasted
she was
kombucha,
like,
she's like,
well, okay.
okay.
Oh, right. had to get acclimated, you know. That's definitely. I mean, because I started fucking with it somewhere through
Okay,
there. I was
yeah,
listening.
I was like,
I shut up.
I was like, ooh, this is sexy.
I respect your opinion.
No. Listen. So halfway through the listen, because I got to thinking, it wasn't perfect for like the phone, like because looking at you, it was making no sense. But when I just started listening,
okay, when we just close your eyes and listen,
it's like,
we was
okay,
there.
that might be a badass white bitch. Like I could, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like somebody dick was hard. I already know.
Somebody dick was hard.
I mean, but
Truly.
that's like you said, it is a
Pussy
little
was wet.
weird because they've been listening to you the whole time. So I went down into this voice. We was laughing, having a good time, and you still got horny. Seek help.
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Kudos
Yeah.
to you.
You know, hey, your dick just friendly. All right, let me quit talking about penises.
Final words in sexy voice.
Final words in a sexy voice. Which one? This one. No, I quit. I don't know what to say. I want to say thank you to Xzavier for hosting the space. Thank you to Wave. Shout out to Wav Village. We're in the building. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker is waving. The colors is waving. Niggas is waving. Watch this. Oh, see, all type of waves. Okay, fuck it.
Like,
Shit, nigga, we could break dance. All right, I was supposed to be being sexy, my bad. Yeah. I definitely got to promote this show one more time because I really want y'all to see me whoop these kids' ass in this performance. I think
against
that
children.
Again.
well, 2 of them are 17, 2 of them are 21. So I guess only 2/5 of the competition is children.
Okay.
Either way, they about to get their ass beat. And I think that after we do that, you know, it's only up. I'm really grateful for you all for the experience we had in creating the issue that we created because, you know, I always felt like I had this inflated self-importance issue that I might have to address because people would try to eat in my confidence and basically do the whole "who the fuck do you think you are" thing. So it made me, you know, retreat a bit. We were talking about zodiac signs. My Venus and my Mars are both in Cancer.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I am a little baby.
Cancer.
I am a little baby.
Cancer.
I'm Cancer.
Cancer. Boy, bitch. No, let me stop. That was cruel. That's my version of dark humor, though, for sure. No, it's definitely been a pleasure to do the podcast with you guys. I think.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Oh no, he busting his. Hold on, I'm
no.
about to shut the fuck
He's
up.
a baby girl.
Yeah, no,
No, I'm not.
baby girl.
I'm not even gonna do y'all like that. Why would I do you like that?
Oh my, okay.
Yeah, I'm not even
all
gonna do
right.
y'all like
I'm
that.
about to sit back. What you got to say?
All I'm about to say at this point is I just want y'all to plug y'all social medias in right quick before I say my final words.
Okay.
P.
Xander, go back to you first.
Actually, I don't remember what it is. I believe it's on Instagram. It's Xander, so Xander with an X, okay? Bitch. It's XANDR_Brown. And it says Jill of all trades, master what matters, bitch. And on Twitter, it's Xander with an X, XANDR, no E, bitch, okay? Xander _writes. On Twitter. Find me there. I'm waiting for you.
I am suspended in disbelief.
Is that all right?
Oh,
Beautiful.
Great.
my goodness.
Wow.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today
Okay.
and ask why my dick act like this. No, I'm just playing.
Why I got friendly dick?
Yeah, cause my shit, I got that last line. What the fuck
why
she
I
said?
got
I'll
most
be
pussy?
waiting for you. And yeah, okay, I'll be there too.
Okay. I'll be there. We quit.
Master of what matters. Okay, see, I had to make sure the bitch
Okay.
wasn't there because she had threw that bitch on there.
Several times.
I'm like,
Several
bitch,
times.
and because if it said bitch, I was about to. Bitch.
I
Okay.
might change it tonight. So you guys know where it is.
Bitch, right?
So,
no, not.
where can we find you, Joe?
Where can we find you?
So my preferred platform at this point, I think, is definitely going to be Instagram. So if you want to look at me do shit. I don't know. If you want to see me in my post, I'm usually just like sharing poetry, taking little cute selfies or something, showing off the fit. You know what I mean? The fit. I like to do a good drip check. DVDDYJO. That's Daddy Joe. Daddy with a V because I have a vagina. You are not forced to call me daddy, but like if you do, it kind of like does it for me. You feel me? Like daddy. Like I'm the motherfucking daddy, nigga. Anyway,
Sonny, you niggas.
now, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like the
we
fuck.
ain't talking about Phoenix.
Nope.
Okay, I'm stopping.
We balling in the arenas. I know that's
Okay.
not the line, but it rhymed. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna ask if y'all wanted to hear this piece, but then we got to final words. It's a shorter piece, not my piece for the fucking show. I got one called Enemies, Ecstasy, and Euphoria. And I thought about it in our conversation when we were talking about being outcast and people hating on niggas and shit. Like, it was for my haters.
I got you.
That was one for my haters. But you can catch it out on YouTube if you want to. I go by Jo Ikigai as well. J-O, just Joe. Ikigai,
Ooh, you got it.
I-K-I-G-A-I. Because I'm just making noises. I can see the letters and I'm just like, akataka. Yeah, Jo Ikigai. You find me on YouTube so you can listen, should I say, to my sexy voice as I recite
Do it.
Enemies, Ecstasy,
Listen
and
to
Euphoria.
Do it now.
There's also a poem about my pussy on there if you're into that type of shit.
It is a poem about your pussy.
I mean, it's a lot of things for a lot of people. If you ain't over 18, though, please stay away from my accounts. And yeah, I'm not a pedophile. I don't want you looking at me like that. It makes me uncomfortable to think you looking at me like that. And if you doing it, just don't tell me because I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm not gonna be happy with you. I'm gonna tell your mother or your father.
I'm telling your father and your mother.
Both of them.
Don't look at me like that, okay?
Don't. It's not okay.
To close this, it's your boy Xzavier V. Simon. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, under the same name, Xzavier V. Simon, with an X and a Z for Xzavier. You can check out The Modern Queer.
Trying to keep
at themodernqueer.com. Shout out to Wav Village for sponsoring the Modern Queer podcast. As always, it did sound like ass was clapping. Yeah, and that's it. Shout out to Miguel for staying with us this whole time.
Oh my god.
Now somebody multiple dicks.
Oh shit.
You know what? Just will you stop that? Will you stop that? Just
Oh fuck me. I quit. Now I quit. I'm sorry. I was having fun. We're getting out of here.
And that's it. Because you gonna get this dick.
We fucking long.
Good night.
Dick style.
And that's a wrap.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ain't never met me for the moon crack. No, you ain't never labeled me as cool fat. Oh, I'm the one who bringing Stella's groove back. Fuck